I used to live in the shadows of towering skyscrapers, where there was a cacophony of corrugated shanties and patchwork hovel, an environment where someone like me was not appreciated, but life has to move on. By virtue of being different and being betrayed by my body, as I'm not street passing, this made me feel alone, different, and to some extent, suicide. When I finished high school, I had some freedom to myself and I could be able to connect with other gay men on dating apps for company and conjugal. Due to the sewer floating around, I thought I had contracted an infection from using our public latrines. I had some itching on my genitals and I went to use the community health center. There had been a recent flooding that had hit the nation, and this had really affected our drainage, and the sanitation was worsened. There was contaminated sewer everywhere. Little did I know the experience that was about to hit me. After sharing my signs and symptoms of my ailment to the nurse on duty, confidentiality wasn't adhered. I noticed her discussing my file with other nurses. I overheard one of the nurses conversing in the local dialect to the other nurses.
Huyu shoga ako na hiyo maradhi.
Finally seeing the nurse for my diagnosis, she was asking a lot of personal questions about my sexual life. The interrogation was giving signs that she already knew my sexual orientation. Feeling judged, I left immediately, but one of the nurses stopped me and referred me to a place I could get treated without being discriminated. After the entire scenario, I felt judged, and the only place I felt safe was where I found people who identified as I did. I used to vent through sex, and I felt like this prone me to higher chances of being infected to HIV, as I didn't care whether it was protected or not, as long as I could vent my feelings out. I healed and also went for therapy in a place that celebrated who I am as an individual. They brainstormed on ways they could come up with solutions, and they came up with a sensitivity campaign. The campaign was introduced to the hospital through NASCOP, a government agency for HIV, in conjunction with the surrounding community. The campaign would sensitize the nurses and the medics at the community health center on dealing with MSM and the different ailments they go through. The campaign also touched on the discrimination of minorities in getting treatment and generally how every patient should be treated with respect. The campaign also encompassed on testing and offering sex education with the aim to address the rampant rate of HIV cases in the area, hence creating a safe space for everyone. Also offering more information on HIV prevention using PrEP and PEP and also the use of condoms. I was very happy that I got to change something in my community and no one else would go through the same experience. I was also able to advocate and lobby for better drainage and sanitation, something that would positively impact my community and change their lives.